Hello, everybody. It's been a minute since we've done this, but let's enjoy an evening of questions and answers and discussions on any things that are on your mind. Maybe you've had some cool experiences that you want to share. Maybe you have questions about something in particular. It doesn't have to be Reiki related, or it is Reiki related. Does anybody have anything in particular you'd like to discuss? I know, Chris, you mentioned you like,
Mhm.
I have so many.
I won't be able to shut up.
Where do I begin?
Yeah.
But anybody would like to start us off with a particular topic? Yes, no, maybe.
Anybody wants to go before I do, you can.
I would like
You're
to do.
speechless.
I know it's like I had all these topics in mind until I was put on the spot, right? So, I before we go into anything like really elaborate and in particular, I'd like to address what's going on right now in the universe because oh my, yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I've been on a roller coaster. Probably March feels like it's been 3 years long for me. And the energy has been a bit up and down, very emotional and physically demanding. Is
Mhm.
anybody else feeling this way?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, definitely. I mean,
Right?
yeah, I mean, I've been having issues with politics, which I won't even get into, but also I've been feeling like uh, just physically like things are a lot, as I've been dealing with this my shoulder.
Right.
I used to take like a lot of exercise classes, and so this has been going on since August, so I haven't, and I've just noticed, in the last couple of days, and also because of the weather and stuff, not getting as much exercise, and so kind of being out there and getting exercise, I've had some, I've been feeling really out of shape. I'll just put it out. It's been like walking, like
Right.
like there's places where the buses drop you off here in Pittsburgh, and then you have really a long way to go
Oh.
to where you're going. And so I had
Mhm.
I had a walk, the other day where I was just feeling like I was really kind of dying. And then fortunately, as I was walking, the person said, you're really in good shape.
Thanks.
Yeah, I really don't feel like that. But
Oh, me?
exactly. You must be talking to somebody else.
I know. It feels like this winter has been a bit rough, physically and emotionally and mentally, and sometimes for no reason. And it feels a lot of times that the spiritual hygiene that I'm used to over the years has not quite worked the same way. Has anybody noticed the difference in spiritual tools that something's changed? I mean, it's not bad, but it feels like I needed to shift things and observe more
Mhm.
than do and kind of feel more physically than anything. It,
Mhm.
it was a very curious type of energy, and it still is, where it's just things are going through. And if I was resisting, it would just like a ton of bricks, more than usual.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've been, I follow, I'll shut up and let other people talk.
Oh,
But, I mean, there are some, I'm really into astrology, as you guys
me
know.
too.
And,
Yeah.
there are some astrological podcasts that I've been following. I follow Molly McCord is one person I follow. Um,
Okay.
and she's been talking a lot about, the different energies and what's coming up with everything.
Yeah.
And so anyway, I find it really useful to be following certain kinds of people on podcasts at this time, because it seems like the energies are really. I also follow Lee Harris. I don't know if any of you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
it's been really, I get a lot of support out of listening to whatever he has to say. He does like a monthly update about the energies, and then
Forecast.
yeah, and then he, and then he ends up putting out other information on different people's YouTube pieces and stuff. And so I find him
Yeah.
really good to listen to. So
Yeah, I follow my teachers, and one in particular, Natasha Chapala. She's excellent and breaks it down. And it's helpful because it helps you to understand you're not going nuts. It's kind of like, oh, it's because Marson and whatever is doing things. Okay, cool.
how do you spell Chapala?
Chapala. She does speak in Russian, but there are English subtitles, and I learned from her. She was one of my teachers when I studied astrology, and she breaks it down very well, and so it's like, okay, that
And
makes
that's
sense.
Chapala.
C as in Charlie. Chapala. Chapala. Yeah.
And the first name is Natalie.
It's Natasha. Yeah.
Oh, Natasha.
Yeah, and she's great and very intuitive. So I work a similar way where I take intuition, energy work, and knowledge about astrology, and it's sort of like tarot cards, right? You feel the energy field, and you're like, all right, that checks out. But yeah, it helps a lot, definitely, to navigate. But
Yeah.
yeah.
And it seems like there's a lot of stuff happening with the sun and different kinds
Yeah.
of radiation and all kinds of crazy things are happening.
Yeah, the frequency's changing, and
Yeah.
I'm feeling it. How about you guys? How you
I
feel?
think I think we've got some terrors in the Earth's aura.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's partially, by the way, why I'm moving, because the place where I'm in, Staten Island, is no longer feeling yeah, see, the sun is acting off the charts. That's right.
When I was in New York City a couple weeks ago, and I felt like it felt really strange there.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not feeling this place is very positive anymore. It's like
Yeah.
it's getting extremely kind of let's say angry. It's angry. It's angry and dirty. I'm like, okay, time to move.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been something. But
Yeah.
Chris, what you got today?
Okay.
Where do you want us to use that?
Okay. Cool story experience of supernatural.
Ooh,
See what you think. I really
go
don't
ahead.
know what to think. I kind of got some ideas on it, but I can't wrap my head around it. But
Go ahead.
okay, so me and Paris were doing a sound bath one night in meditation. I kind of went into like deep trance sleep
Okay, in your
with I
home or somewhere else?
in our room.
Okay,
We're
cool.
both on the same bed doing the sound bath.
Moon. We were doing this not specifically during the full moon. I think
So there's a lot of things going. So
last full moon?
we did no, this was last year, I believe.
Okay.
I can't
Because
pinpoint it.
that makes a difference, because there was an
Yes.
eclipse. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so we're sitting there doing the sound bath, and like I say, I kind of go into a trance, fall asleep. And then when it's done, she nudges me and says, "Did you see that?" And there's a twinkle in the room. The room's dark, okay? I didn't see that part, but when I got up, she heard it hit the floor. When I go over to where she said what hit the floor, it looked like a piece of broken glass, but something told me to go check my crystals, which is in a drawer. The crystal I picked was underneath of another crystal, and I flipped it over on its side, put it up to it. It came right from that crystal. So somehow it materialized in the air, bursted, but did not open the drawer. Nothing.
Yes.
I saw it fall from the ceiling. I saw it.
Yes. Yes.
And I said, something fell on the floor.
I can't wait to hear your version, because yeah.
That's what happened. I just saw
What do you think happened?
What do I think happened?
Yes. What do you think happened?
I think there was a lot of energy or something that stone was calling or couldn't take or something that made it bust.
Mm-hmm.
It materialized from inside of a drawer that I didn't open.
Right. I love when that's
And made me go to that stone out of all stones, which was citrine, double terminated citrine.
I was just going to ask citrine. Okay. Yeah. And was this meditation specific to any topic or specific to any traveling purpose?
No, it was we were just meditating to the sound bath, the sounds, and I guess just letting the journey go.
Nothing in particular, like
nothing, no
aligning
intention,
anything, cleansing anything, journeying somewhere. So just on the average general.
Yep.
Oh, that's so cool. I love it. Okay.
So,
how did you feel?
In that moment, I felt very weird because I'm like, no one's going to believe that.
Yeah.
And I didn't believe
except
it.
us.
We do. And I didn't believe it. I mean, I started, is this even real?
Yes.
So.
But
yeah, very weird after that.
And that was the only time.
That I've seen something like that. I've got other ones, but that one is one that is always blown my mind.
Yeah. It's like you really physically manifested, and in my world it could be a variety of things, but the first thing that popped into my mind is that you've traveled like through dimension, because when you go into that state, especially if you felt like you fell asleep, your subconsciousness really kicked in, and that's when we travel, like lucid dreaming and astral projection. It sounds like you astral projected, and it was probably the other you in another dimension playing with it, and then, oh crap, he's coming back, dropped it.
Yeah, dropped it. Yeah.
Busted.
Yeah.
It's like, or like anything, but to me the first thing that came to me was you in another dimension traveling, and magnifying whatever experience was with the citrine, because citrine is such a powerful tool for many things. And whatever the reason why I asked what the topic is, based on the stone that was picked, because that's a particular stone with particular vibration for particular reasons, and it's super cool. Did you notice any changes in your life after that?
No, just kind of just more questioning of what
the heck
what the heck that is. Yeah.
Hey, did you have any financial troubles or insecurities before, and did you notice any changes after, like maybe in your confidence level, or maybe in some kind of vitality level, or influx in finances, influx in confidence, influx in kind of like paths opened up, opportunities opened up, like the sun was shining, kind of thing? Because it sounds like, if it was for protection, because generally stones, it broke, right?
Yes, it shattered off the side.
So like generally stones break when they take on negative energy. And if they take on negative energy, that means they cleared the path based on the frequency that the stone works with. And citrine is all confidence, it's solar plexus stone. It's the sun, it's the finances, it's the confidence, it's boundaries, it's opening paths, it's money making, careers, all that. Yes. And so things like this. What did you do with it?
I buried it in our flower pot. Yeah.
Nice. How's that flower doing?
Actually, it thrives pretty good every year. It's moss roses.
Okay.
So,
yeah. To answer your question, he cannot charge it because it was broken, because we do not put broken crystals back. Once they break, we bury them to give them back to earth with gratitude.
Yep.
But that's a really cool story. I mean, before it broke, did you charge it? We're being asked, did you charge it before it was broke?
No, actually, whenever I don't charge stones individually. I basically do them as my whole
Yeah,
altar thing that I have, and just
me
do
too.
it.
Yeah.
So I really don't know what it was, but
Yeah.
it's just the weirdness of me going to that stone out of the plethora of stones that we have.
That's why I asked what was maybe you were going through something and that was one of the ways. It could have been also like an intense, intense, intense vibration that you raised, that this particular crystal maybe was already fractured too, like maybe an
Mm-hmm.
hairline fracture or something. And it was just like, bum,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yes.
because that sometimes happens. And yeah. I love when crystals appear and disappear on their own too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, where the hell did it go? Or when it appears out of nowhere. It's so fantastic.
I know. I always think somebody else needs it more than I do.
I guess you're done with me now. Okay. Bye. Thanks for everything. Yes, yes. That's a cool story, and it's never happened since, huh?
No, we've had other supernatural things happen, but that one right there was mind blowing.
Yeah,
That's
that's
something that
awesome.
me and her will share, that people will act like we're crazy that didn't happen, but it did.
Oh, it's awesome. It's fantastic. I wonder, have you ever checked if like what opens, because portals and all that jazz, like how does it feel in that room?
That feels good.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because you're in it. You guys are doing things.
It was long after my grandpa had passed away too. So I feel like there were just like layers of things that were, that could have contributed. And I was like, maybe it just all came together and, it was a perfect storm, I guess, for lack of a better term. But yeah.
So it happened after your grandfather died?
Yeah,
maybe like a month or two after he had passed away.
Well, another supernatural thing, and then I'll
go ahead.
Okay, so that's right. Her grandpa died a month before that, right? Before that happened.
Yeah, he was already dead.
Okay, so at the showing at the funeral, her grandfather's reading a eulogy of his life.
My uncle.
Our uncle.
I was like, wait a minute.
Okay. Her grandpa's brother's reading the eulogy. Okay. And it has a flashback moment in there to where he fell out of a treehouse and got hit in the head with a clock. At that exact time, the clock in the place went off.
That's funny.
Everybody heard that. And it wasn't a set time like 3:00 per se when the clock would ding. This was spur of the moment.
Of course, because he was there and he was present at his own funeral, and he was like, check this out.
Mm-hmm. And that was he had a goofy personality too, so it kind of resonates.
I can see that. You can tell by the way they send signals. You're like, I know that's you.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
And playing around on his own funeral. Funny.
Yeah, that's it for now. If anybody else wants to go.
Yeah, I mean, things like this happen all the time when you're doing what we're doing. It's inevitable because you're walking between all these dimensions at all times. It's inevitable. Some kind of walk on one side more than the other, like mediums and all that, and they stay in it at all times. I prefer not to, but I do interact with it. So I love these stories, and they're everywhere all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So are you a medium, Anastasia?
Am I a medium? I don't consider myself a medium, but I do mediumship sessions once in a while. Even during Reiki session, like I use Reiki. It's Reiki is my lifestyle, but it's also a tool to connect to the other world as well, because that's how I started developing it. It was one of my tools, and the more I started practicing, because I think you have the gifts. All of us have the gifts. It's a matter of picking a tool that will help you to kind of develop it or tune into channels. And so very often during not even Reiki, even during massage sessions, it doesn't matter. As soon as I touch your body, it's like, so people show up and animals show up and dreams as well. But yeah, when you do what we do, it's inevitable to connect to the other side because there's no other side. It's all right here, right now. You're reading the collective energy at the same time. So it's a matter of differentiating the life, the past person, or the alive person. At the end of the day, it's all the same field that you're reading. It's just understanding: are you alive, or are you like where you visiting from? You know what I mean? Because I have a lot of times animals will come in their astral form, seeking help, and they're alive, still alive. And a couple of times I had to learn that because I was like, are you like, whose animal is this? Like legit, you feel it. It comes to my couch, sits down. I'm like, hello, I'm working. And I wouldn't know whose animal this is because I wasn't expecting it. But then I go outside with my dog to walk and the neighbor comes out, oh, my baby. And I'm like, that was you. I'm like, what you want? So it happens.
It sounds like it happens. I mean, for me, I am not psychic. I mean, I think of myself as being, very intuitive, and especially
right.
when I'm doing Reiki, I'm drawn to different parts of the body or
Right.
but I think those of us who do Reiki are real. And it's funny, I was psychic when I was a child, actually, but I pretty much turned that off and haven't totally, haven't turned it back on again, I think.
Right.
But it seems like there's like a really wide, there's a wide spectrum of
Yeah.
intuitiveness and psychicness
Oh,
among
yeah.
different people who practice Reiki.
Layers and layers and in layers and between layers.
Yeah.
So many. It's a matter of, first of all, deciding whether or not you want to tune into that. You don't have to.
Yeah.
Because once you tune in, you cannot not tune in. Because once you start paying attention, it's like once you see, you cannot unsee. And so you approach it responsibly. Or if you did choose to, so you do got to take care of yourself if you chose to. But yes, it didn't go anywhere. It doesn't go anywhere. It's a matter of I choose not to tune into it, or I choose not to see that, and I have a full right to do so. Like, it's actually a very good spiritual hygiene, not like to allow yourself not to do that all the time, because it's overwhelming, it's invasive, and it's unethical to be always seeing things left and right. Like when I leave the house, I don't care. I don't want to see anything. When I go into public, no, thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I'm like a horse. No, thank you. No, thank you with the things. I don't know what.
Yeah, blinders.
Yeah. I'm like, why would I leave me alone? If something is really, really important, it will knock 3 times, so to say. It's always, I wait for 3, a power of 3. If it's in my face 3 times, now I gotta bring it up. Otherwise, no. Yeah, those are cool experiences. I love communicating with the other side. What other questions, concerns, or experiences would you like to discuss? Because the paranormal stuff, oh, I can talk about that for days.
Is that I really try to explain things away, like, did that? So I think that's what happened with Chris and I was really solidifying for me. Like, we were doing Reiki, and I still say, well, maybe it's just because I'm relaxed that I feel better. Maybe it's this is like,
yeah,
going on here. So that really just solidified, like, we're really doing something and we are on the right path. So I think that, sometimes those experiences, they really do. I'm sure that they, served another purpose for negative energy or for whatever. But for me, it really solidified, like, we're actually, something's happening.
Powerful.
No explaining that. It had to be.
I've got the power. Yeah. Yes. Yes. And I am a type of person, like I grew up in a bit of a dysfunctional family. So there was a lot of things that caused a lot of insecurities within. So I'm a type of person that requires kind of like a confirm, please. And I also come from a scientific background. So before I go into the woo-woo stuff, I need solid proof. And so because I can easily go into, and so I need physical proof first. And so I always ask for confirmation in many ways, in different ways, but more solid ways that will be undeniable.
Right.
Undeniable. And it helps to kind of like put the insecurities or self-doubts at bay, so to say. And so, yeah, and that's one thing people don't realize a lot of times is that you can ask, can you clarify that, please? Thanks. What the heck was that? Who was that? You can ask who it was, what it was, and just designate a system, right? How to ask. It's so easy. It's easy once you establish your system. Do you have a system that you've established?
I do. I've never looked for confirmation. I mean,
Zick, I just know. Awesome.
With Reiki, my first teachers and people that I received Reiki from, I just felt their energy very strongly. I mean, despite the fact that I say I'm not psychic, I definitely feel energy very, very strongly.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. We're all of us who do Reiki are psychics, just so you know.
Yeah.
Especially if you're doing it at a distance, what do you think you're doing? Yeah.
Have you ever had, because me and Paris, I did a Reiki session on her. Have you ever shared the same imagery as the other person?
Yes.
Yeah, because for some reason I seen a golden eyeball spinning. She's seen it too.
Excellent. First of all, you're connected. You're connected, so you're within the same household. With some people, you will be more telepathically connected. When you're doing, like when we do psychic little development games and stuff, and those people who guess it correctly, so to say, that just basically means we're vibing on the same vibration to the point where we're connecting. And with some people, you will be connected a lot more. And so clearly you two have a clear connection telepathically to the point where you probably finish each other's sentences. You know how each of you feels a certain way. I had that with my ex-husband where I knew what was going on in his body. He knew what was going on in my body, like physically if something hurt. We literally finished each other's sentences. So it was like it's a different type of telepathic communication. It's a lot stronger, and there could be different reasons for it. It could be past life connection. It could be whatever it is. It doesn't matter. Enjoy it. And with some, no matter what you do, you won't connect. And it doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. You're just incompatible. And that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I used to be able to my mother always was misplacing her glasses and I was always able to find them from her. I would
How?
I'd get pictures in my mind of
That's it.
Oh yeah. And so we had a very strong telepathic connection.
Yeah, clairvoyance. It doesn't go anywhere. It could be just like not in the forefront. It's just, oh yeah, or claircognizance. I know. I don't know how, but I know. Yeah, exactly. Clairvoyancy, especially when you do distance healing Reiki, depending on what your system is, some are just completely comfortable with. By the way, I don't have any doubts when it comes to Reiki. I was talking about like psychic stuff. Like the reading Reiki. No.
Yeah.
No, there's no doubts in that. That's like my breath.
Yeah.
You wake me up at any time, I'm like there. But I'm talking about like psychic readings and stuff. That's where I still kind of like a give and take a little bit, but I don't feel psychic. But Maya, I sure feel. What are we saying? What are we saying? Should feel energy coming off of people, good or bad. Yes, yes. Exactly. And you don't have to feel psychic. People very often don't like the word psychic.
Mm-hmm.
They mistake it for something that's extraordinary.
Mm-hmm.
Being psychic is natural.
Mm-hmm.
It is as natural as breathing. We are born with it. It's a sense, just like touch, just like anything. So it's a matter of tuning into, like, I didn't know how I knew it, but I knew, because it's a natural born ability, all of these. It's a matter of paying attention. It's a matter of kind of figuring out. But I don't know what I was just talking about, but hey, I got distracted, and that's what happens.
Reiki for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And
That's right. Reiki for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Oh, yeah. Yeah, with Reiki, I have no doubts. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I mean, that's a whole different animal. But when it comes to like mediumship and questions to my personal life, I don't know about you guys, but when it comes to my own healing, it's a lot more difficult to kind of not difficult, but it can get because my brain will get in the way, or emotional, like if you're emotionally invested in something, that can get a little murky. So it's easier to work on someone else or through someone else.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, when I'm like working on myself, and if I want my own answers, I'm like trying to communicate with someone on the other side. I'm like, is that you? I mean, give me a sign. 25 more signs. Like, because but when somebody else asks me, I'm like, I know 99%. I always give keep 1% kind of like, because you can always be wrong. But
Yep.
it happens. What else? What else are we talking about? Yes. What have you guys been utilizing as spiritual hygiene? How would you help someone to navigate these heavy waters right now energetically? How have you been navigating them? Because sometimes I feel like I'm not.
Seclusion.
Like, I'm not navigating crap. When it comes to physical things, I lost a little bit of a vigilance. Hiding. That's a good one. Yes.
Good strategy.
That's fantastic. I love my cave. I live my cave. I'm a hermit. Because if I go even shopping, food shopping, I need like a few hours to just lay there. But physical, especially if you are channeling information through your body, you need to take care of your body, right? Like massages, salt is a big one. I always say salt. Any question you have, the answer is always salt. Salt, cleanse yourself. I mean, I don't know about eating it, but
Salt or regular salt?
Any salt. Any salt, really, honestly, especially if you're around people a lot. It's such a multi-purpose tool. But salt not only cleanses, it protects as well. So it's like, if you, like myself, are a body worker, absolutely up to your freaking elbow. Yes, rub that in once a day. At the end of the day, maybe even take a shower and take that salt and rub your skin and let it fall off. Or if you don't want to, because it does dry you up, right? Salt. Pour some in your shower, or shower stall. Pour like a layer of salt. It doesn't need to be a pile, just layer, and stand on it with bare feet, and watch. I mean, the recommended time is like 10 minutes, but I don't know if I have patience for that. So what I will do is I usually like to kind of my favorite. I'm always like rubbing it in, So if I'm standing on it, I will turn counterclockwise as well because
Mhm.
counter kind of
Pulls.
cleanses it, and so slowly. There's
Mhm.
no need to. Woo! Don't fall in your shower slowly and consciously. It doesn't even matter what we do. It's all about the intention, right?
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
salt kind of uh clockwise a little bit, maybe, or just stand in it and send it all down. As I'm washing my hands with salt under the faucet, I will always say, whatever's not mine, wash it off. And I turn my hands down like that, down the drain, as if, because we're crystals.
Mhm.
You cleanse your crystals with
Mhm.
salt, I'm sure I do. You're a crystal that requires cleansing as well. So, like the terminated point, down the drain and watch. And if you pair it with a little visualization where you feel like tension or whatever negativity up from your feet, up, and from your head up, and goes out your arms and out your hands and down the drain as the water is running and the salt is coming off your hands. I tell you, I love it. It works for anyone and everyone. And you feel like $1,000,000 because there's a lot going on out there. That's
Yeah.
the one that has not changed for me.
Wow, I'll have to try it. And you can use like even like Morton, like just plain
Any salt,
salt.
any legitimate, any salt. It does not matter which salt. I love my Himalayan salt.
Yeah.
Whatever salt I've got, I'm like, come here, rah, 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 and just yeah. I like when you smudge or cleanse your space, let's say on a full moon or something, after you're done, you can put a line of salt in your front under your front door, the main door. If you have more than one door, like the door that's used the most, right?
Mhm.
Put a line under it, and that will serve as an automatic barrier protection. You or whoever else leads through it, it's sort of like like
Mhm.
cleansing automatically
Oh,
through the soul. If you are about to go with someone who's negative, or you tend to pick up a lot of energies from people in crowds, put a little bit of salt in your pockets and on the crown right here.
Mhm.
Makes a difference too. You guys use salt? No?
No, I haven't. I haven't used that one.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
done like that. I did when I was going through some, I feel like just basically a mental breakdown. We did the salt baths and watched it run down the drain and just,
Mhm.
tried to cleanse all that.
Yeah.
That putting it in the pockets. I love that idea.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
grocery store.
Yeah. If you're like me, I love smudging, but I don't love the smell of smoke after. So aside from sprays, I love to take a lemon because generally you can do it with an onion, but onion stinks. So hello. If you take a lemon and you cut it into pieces and you dip it in salt and you put it in every corner of your house, that will absorb negative energy. And you can watch, you
Mhm.
wake up in the morning and watch it. If it's like discolored or moldy or anything other than clear but dry, you
Mhm.
do it again until it's clear and just dry.
That's a
Yeah.
big thing in India, but they use limes.
Lemon, lime,
Hmm.
whatever. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
It's like in Russia, they use potatoes.
Hmm.
Whatever. Whatever rocks your boat. It's salt. Who
Yep.
cares? Yeah. Salt. Water. I mean, some people put salty water, but I don't know about that because you got to be careful with elements by your bed because you got to know what kind of element is dominating in your life because you can do more damage, not damage,
Hmm.
but you can enhance things that like you're not fond of. Same thing with crystals. You got to
Hmm.
watch. It's all about discernment, how a certain crystal or element makes you feel.
Hmm.
Because if you like, for some people with high water element in their life, if you put water by your bedside, you're gonna be a heck of emotional. you know Like it'll cause a lot of turbulence emotionally. Plus, water absorbs negative energy. That's why I don't keep water by my bed. Like I can't drink that. I slept. I slept there. Whatever entered that, I cannot drink it in the morning. But I mean, you can also program it like nothing enters. But there's so many different ways.
A
What
good
about
one, like you was talking about cleansing with the salt, you can
yeah,
also Reiki your bath water or the shower head and
absolutely,
watch it go down the drain.
absolutely,
Yep.
absolutely. The thing is, in my life, I lose track of what Reiki and what is psychic. I'm like, it's all the same.
Yep.
And then I pause and I'm like, it's not Reiki. But it's okay that it's not, because Reiki again is just another kind of a pathway into your psychic world. The reason why you're using it is because you're psychic. Otherwise, you wouldn't be using it.
Yep.
That's right. Everybody, not, you don't have to be a medium, because every medium is psychic, but not every psychic is a medium. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that's okay. We don't have to be. What are you guys using? What's your favorite?
As far as what?
Like spiritual hygiene that helps you to cleanse, like, do you do anything, or just Reiki help is enough for you?
Reiki, Florida water, sage, Palo Santo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Crystals.
Crystals. I don't know about you. I have them everywhere.
Yep.
Everywhere. It's crazy. Uh-huh. Okay. Anything else?
I use a lot of music.
Music, yeah. Sound.
But yeah, sound, binaural beats. That's a lot.
Music, yeah.
I mean, every day I can't claim that I meditate for long periods of time, but I try every day to meditate, for at least a short period of time, and I always do it with music. I have special kind of music that I use something called Holy Harmony by Jonathan Goldman. You can find it on YouTube, and that just puts you in a certain kind of space.
Holy Harmony.
Kind of space to just be extremely, extremely balanced and meditative.
Thank you. I will check it out.
Yeah. I really recommend it. Check it out. Yeah. But I use music for, I mean, I just use music. So, well, I'm a singer and a musician. And
I was just gonna say, you need, like, do you use your voice?
Oh yeah.
People like us who are into music, we also make a difference with our voice. Oh, that's amazing. You sing.
Oh yeah, I've been wanting to get into it more and more. I just filed papers for a business, saying expressive arts and Reiki. It's called Arts and Reiki Wellness, and I just filed papers and I opened a bank account, and so I'm really going to do it.
That's exciting.
Yeah,
That's exciting. That's amazing.
I got a grant from the local arts council.
I'm getting chills. That's amazing.
Yeah. I wasn't sure, I wasn't sure whether or not, because Reiki is a big part of the business, but it's not a huge grant, it's a little grant, but
it doesn't matter.
Well, something.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. So anyway, because I've been an interdisciplinary artist my whole life, in addition to being an educator, and in addition to doing Reiki. So I'm trying to find a way, or I'm planning to find a way to bring it all together. And so, but music's a big part of it, because I was a jazz singer, and music is still a huge, my huge love and a big part of my life. And I want to find a way to do more music in the wellness space. So
phenomenal. That's fantastic. I cannot wait to watch it all unfold. Please share it with us when it all, comes into fruition and everything. I would love to follow it.
I will. Yeah, it was just last week I filed the papers, and
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
It is the year of new beginnings.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's super cool. Voice, yes. Singing, music, definitely. It helps me to talk to yourself.
Mantras too. If you do it.
Mantras,
Mantras.
I mean, that's a huge part of it.
Affirmations, yeah. Properly phrased affirmations. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, but that is something I do. In addition to doing the meditation I told you about, I do Hindu mantras.
With the japa?
A japa is
With the japa mala, 108 beads?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And when I do do you know the Triambakam Yajamahe mantra?
Maha mantra, yes.
Yeah, that's really good for dispelling trouble. Or
I like that one, and I like the Hanuman, just the Ram. Neem Crawley Baba. Easy.
Yeah.
Compassion.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And at the end of the day, we want to focus on increasing our inner vitality and the internal sun versus being afraid of anything that's out there, right? Automatically. If you focus on kind of raising your own energy and staying focused, nothing else matters really. But at the end of the day, we are human beings and things are hitting us from left and right. And so we also have to show ourselves grace when we're not doing too hot. Because it is a physical body after all. Even though we are amazing spiritual beings, this physical body is still a physical body. Yeah. It still gets tired, as I've learned.
Aches and pains.
Oops. Oh, yes, especially when you do too much. Oops. That's all right. And that's fantastic. No, I love music too. I actually just this morning I was playing my jaw harp. I'm like, I haven't played that in a while. Walking around my apartment, I'm like, oh, and immediately you feel like a surge of, I'm like, all right, all my ancestors. Let's channel some. And
so what is it you said you were playing? You were playing, Anastasia?
It's a jaw harp. It's it has different names. It's called jaw harp or juice harp. It like where I come from in Siberia, there also have two different names, homus or vargan, and so they're also different sizes. It's like, if you ever seen it, it's played like this, ring 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 ring, like and so it's like a little instrument that you put in your mouth and you play it. So it's cultural of where I come from and who I am. I'm a mixed individual. And so
it really does connect you to your ancestors.
Yes, it does.
Ancestors probably played it.
And I just started calling my name, aside from drumming as well. It came kind of like a year or two ago when I just really started into the shamanic journey and everything. I don't call myself by any means a shaman or any way, because it's just because I practice it doesn't make me one, and so I practice shamanic rituals, but I am not a shaman. And just to clarify, but I do enjoy the process of connecting in such a way. And so my own way. But yeah, music is definitely my big, definitely a big one for me, and specific songs. And also, you can't really, when music is your thing, you can't really listen to just about everything. You can't.
Oh,
it hurts.
There's some music that drives me out of my mind.
I don't listen to the radio. I cannot. I don't listen to the news. I don't listen to the radio. I used to listen to people complain a lot because of the nature of the profession as well. Now I'm like, and switching the topic. And I've had enough of your, I'll give you some time, but if I hear that's all you're doing, we're switching. Yeah.
Oh, like your clients?
Clients or friends, if like 10, 15 minutes later we're still whining, we're not doing that. No solution, we're not doing that. Not because I don't want to hear it or stuff like this. I will listen to you. But if I see you, that's all that you're doing, and you're doing nothing to help yourself, that's what I mean, then we're cutting it off.
Yeah.
If that is all you're doing, then I highly recommend cutting that off, because that's a vampire. Yeah, that's a vampire who just is not interested in getting any better. He's just interested in dumping and feeding.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's okay. Listen, just be aware of it. But yes, I mean,
along those lines, I've been reading in some of these Facebook groups, people talking about the necessity to protect yourself when you're healing somebody. I have never done that in my life, actually.
Nope.
I've never put a barrier up, or I
Nope.
never felt like I had to do that, or
Nope.
and I never felt like I was harmed by anybody's energy.
Nope. I find that people who say that or practice that, and by all means, feel free to do that, but that's fear-based practice, and that is not my practice. It is
You're
not my
already
experience.
divinely protected.
Yeah.
Like, one thing, if I'm doing mediumship session, then I definitely need some protection, because you're vulnerable, and anything and everything knocks on your door when they see the light. But when you're doing Reiki, it's automatic protection. You're working with light, and light burns everything off immediately. I mean,
right. Yeah, that's it. My teachers never told me to do that, and I had to do that. And
no, I don't, when it comes to Reiki, I don't preach that either. It's only when it comes to like psychic work. Then you definitely want to kind of like, yeah. But if a person feels like drained after Reiki session, then that's something's wrong. Then something's wrong, and there's something is like, you're not, I don't know. The only reason why somebody would be drained is probably like in the beginning, or when you're trying too hard.
So that happens to me actually. There was a time when somebody who had a YouTube channel publicized my services, and so I had a whole lot of people that I was working on by distance. I did feel like there was a limit to how much I could do, but the thing is, when I work with people by distance, then I'm thinking about all their problems.
Yes. Oh yeah.
And I'm thinking about it all, and so.
And what am I gonna eat for dinner? You know what I mean?
And I felt like with distance, that I kind of have to. I don't feel that when I'm with somebody in person, then it flows.
It's same thing.
It's like it seems like it's a mental thing as well as and so I realized I really had to pace myself with the distance.
I understand what you mean, because it's easier for me to do in person. I mean, I can do distance too, but I find that distance healing is a little more energy consuming. Because I'm such a physical person that it does take more effort to concentrate.
Yeah.
And so it's not so much draining as much as it's kind of like it becomes physically demanding, if you will. And same thing with psychic work. I do very little of it because I find it physically demanding, if you will. Because in front of you, you're right there. You don't have to visualize unless you want to. My hat's off to people who do everything in their head. Like, oh my, that's amazing. If you're not tired. I would be. But if you're straining to do something, or you're uncomfortable physically, you're going to drain. If you get an emotional reaction, especially negative emotional reaction, you're done. You sweat, you're done. because once you sweat, the energy, yeah, sweating equals energy leakage. Yeah. So always make sure you're comfortable. Yes, I agree. Yeah, there's nothing to protect from. I don't believe in it. And I respectfully, respectfully, it's not that I don't believe in any negative entities. I just don't believe in that type of thing happening when you're doing Reiki.
Yeah, exactly.
If people, and I don't know if you guys seen a couple of times, if we've had one or two people comment or post a concern that they're experiencing very negative things during Reiki, and I don't think either they're connecting or whatever it is. I find that if a person's having too much of a turmoil during a Reiki session, that means their psychic powers are out of control and they're not aware of their own psychic powers. Like if you're channeling through your body and you're not aware of it, you're going to have some sensations that are less than pleasant, especially if a person on your table is going through something, right? You're going to pick up all of their symptoms and you're going to get sick and everything. And so I find that it's because, and that is my concern, is that also out there when people are being taught Reiki, they're not being taught the psychic stuff. I'm not talking about developing it, but I'm talking about when you're picking up energy through your psychic channels. Because how else do you think you're picking it up with? You're not lifting it with your fingers. You're picking it up through your psychic channels. Therefore, what is it? What is the channel you're picking it up with? Is it your touch, like physical body? Do you feel it in your physical body? Do you see it in your mind's eye? Do you know it? How? How do you know what you're doing? And when we're not talking about it, it can cause a lot of turmoil and problems, and people get discouraged and afraid. That's when, protection is required. No, I feel like it's just lack of information, maybe. And the fact it's not even the lack of information. I find that there's Reiki everywhere now, but it's so general. And there's so much misinformation about it too. Like, I don't know if you guys have had experience where you say you do Reiki and people think you're demonic. Or you're like, it's something of, you know.
Joke's on them.
I'm like, okay. Oh, it's very curious. I mean, if it's demonic, then hey, demon is really nice. They're really healing. Okay, because that's weird.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody about that. A couple days ago, and I guess she is in a community where there are a lot of religious Christians,
yeah,
and they think, and they have a lot of prejudices against Reiki. Actually, there are people in my family who are fundamentalist Christians, and I think they think less of me because I do Reiki, but they don't say anything to me about it. So,
okay.
So I guess, that's okay.
Okay. Yes.
But
yeah.
That's but I do actually, that's some but that is something that is kind of concerns me, that it seems like there's a lot of people who are doing Reiki without enough really good training, or
right, you've noticed it.
There's really a proliferation of, like, people having weekends where they can become they can go through
Reiki master.
become a Reiki master
Hey, I'm bored. Let's become a Reiki master.
one weekend.
Yeah,
there are free videos that are like an hour long.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it just so this really does concern me. I mean, I don't know what there is to do, I don't know what there is to do about it, but it seems like it really kind of cheapens the work that some of the rest of us have gone through, when there aren't really standards in general for, I don't know.
Yes. yes, exactly. It's because it's probably too accessible, and at some point it became kind of trendy.
Yeah.
And it concerns me a lot when I see somebody with the title master, Reiki master, asking basic questions of how do you know that the energy is flowing.
I feel like you really don't know any better when you first get into it, because when
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
we had Reiki done and we're like, okay, now we want to learn this. And
Yeah.
we
Sounded cool.
yeah, we looked through one teacher, and then we ended up doing Holy Fire with a different teacher that was so much more in depth. We had like actual manuals.
Mhm.
Imagine, yes. I always encourage, like, I'm extremely thorough. I'm
Mhm.
extremely, like, I will tell you things that nobody will even think of telling
Mhm.
you. Like, even,
From your books.
yeah, if you've ever, I even tell you how to set up a freaking table properly,
No,
because
that's great.
nobody teaches you how to do body mechanics, because it's so important. I see pictures of people hovering. I'm like, ah! I'm like, no, you're gonna injure yourself. And so, how to carry yourself even around the table? It's so thorough, because all of that matters. Because of, like, if you want to, the longevity of this practice is many, many different things.
Mhm.
And to be honest, I kind of like, I understand. Yeah, I understand. Like, when we get into this, we might not know what we're getting into. And that is why I developed my guidebooks the way I did over the 20 years of practice, and uh, wishing I had somebody to kind of tell me this information, instead of me guessing it and making so many mistakes and
Mhm.
wondering what the hell is wrong with me. Meanwhile, I was just doing it, like, maybe incorrectly or just trial and error. But I think, yeah, a lot of people are getting into it and they don't know what they're getting into. And it's and I always say, I don't want to scare you when you get into it, but it's not one of those things that you can kind of, I don't feel like you can completely walk away from it once you've been initiated. Like, it
Mhm.
will keep knocking.
Mhm.
It will keep knocking until you kind of like do at least something with it. Not for others, at least for yourself.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who went through Reiki 1 and then dropped it all together because they didn't. I mean, that almost happened to me because when I took Reiki 1,
Yeah.
I took it from somebody who was recommended to me, but was just somebody who was a very experienced Reiki instructor, but he was just coming through town. And so there was no follow-up, there was no nothing. And then I was just really lucky in that my naturopath's wife, who ended up being my master and who I went through a number of other levels with, but she said, you know, you really need follow-up. And so we ended up practicing on each other. And so I really needed that. I think that lots of people need that after they do
Yeah.
Reiki 1. They need to have the opportunity to keep practicing and
Yes.
Mhm.
Can't stop. And you can't think it.
you
You
don't
have to.
after just like the one level or whatever. And
Absolutely. And in my first level, you get 3 days of full training and lots of clients. I'm
Mhm.
gonna I'm gonna have you right in there.
Oh,
Mhm.
Dive right in. I want to
that's
see you.
amazing, Anastasia. That's, I mean, you're really
Like,
looking
put
up.
those hands.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
really
How else are you gonna learn? How else?
right. Well,
Mhm.
that's it. I mean, that's why it's so awful when people do
Yeah.
to
It's
an hour on weekends. You can't learn anything until you work on people and
exactly.
do it
It's
over.
like I always say, it's like you read about massage, like you take a massage book and you read it. Now I can do massage. No, you can't. I mean, you should go to school and learn, but it's the same thing. Place your hands, people, plants, animals, whatever. Read the room. Like you gotta do it.
Got to get the experience.
There's no other way.
Yeah.
There's no other way. You can't talk about it. You got to experience it. And it's the best when you do it on the strangers. Don't walk around touching strangers, though.
No, not without their permission. Yeah, no, but that's what happened to me.
Excuse me.
That's what happened to me after, after I had that experience with Sherry. Was then, I'd be around a little kid in the playground and they would have hurt themselves. And I said, oh, I think I can make you feel better. I mean, I was just looking for victims everywhere I went. And anybody who had any aches or pains is like, oh, can I?
Here come my hands.
Ready or not. That's where the ethics come in.
Right. That's why you gotta ask.
Exactly. That's another huge part, is there's so many unethical people as well. Like, oh my goodness. And I was one of them too back in the day, until I learned that was unethical. I was like, okay, I guess so.
Well, that's it. You think you just have good intentions and you just want to make somebody feel better.
Exactly. But there's different way. Yeah, we learn. We learn, absolutely. Especially it's difficult, like psychic ethics is extremely important too. Like I get so many, and it bothers me so much when you get like a celebrity psychic and they start to like spew things out, and you're like, oh my God, somebody stop them. And so same thing with Reiki. Not everything needs to be said, and not everybody. Oh, what is this? Somebody's entering? Okay. We're almost done, but I'm not sure. Okay. Hello. Hello, welcome. But yes, any other things you'd like to discuss? Any questions? Please feel free to ask anything. We have a few more minutes left if you'd like to discuss anything else. No? Yes, maybe. Who uses crystals in their sessions? Like all the time?
I use it when I do a distance session.
Yes.
I do it for myself, and I also use that music I told you about.
Yeah.
But I don't. But I'm not on a Zoom call. I mean, I do it purely telepathically.
Yes. Yeah, I'm not a Zoom call either.
I connect with them beforehand to find out what's going on with them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, for you, Chris, right? I did a session for you, and so.
Yeah.
And Chris did a session for me, and you did a session for me, honestly.
Yes.
But I will always just check in with somebody to see how they're doing beforehand, then I'll check with you afterwards. But when I'm actually sending, I'm like I'm just kind of lying there listening to music with crystals on me, and like.
Do you have a favorite crystal?
Yeah, I have one crystal that I put on my heart, and then I have another one that's like it's something iron. It's like, I'm forgetting the name of it, but I'll put it on my base, and then I'll have some crystals around me.
Awesome.
Yeah, I can show you my crystals. I don't even know their names, but
yes. Oh yeah, I'm big on just going intuitively with crystals. I go in, I'm like, who wants to participate? What are you showing us? Oh, yes, Shiva Lingam. That's a Shiva Lingam.
Shiva Lingam.
Wow.
Shiva's Lingam.
And is that a crystal?
Yes, it's a form of quartz that's been tumbled in the Narmada River in India.
Wow.
Yeah. That's my favorite one. So
yeah,
showing off. Believe it or not.
Did you spend time in India, Chris?
No, I wish I could.
Not yet.
Wild thing. Before doing Reiki, I guess you could call me not so much an atheist, but like I just didn't really believe any of that. Get Reiki attuned. I'm seeing a blue being. And it's coming to me. I'm like, what is this blue being? Shiva.
That was not an avatar.
Wow.
But every time I don't see it every time, but when I have seen it, it's a blue being meditating, long hair,
That's
and then
right.
I pinpointed it. That's Shiva.
Wow.
Well, you know that Shiva brought Reiki to Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yes. Yes. It's believed that Shiva brought Reiki to Earth, and then, of course, Mika Usui and all that. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I
technically,
haven't heard that before. That's
Mm-hmm.
amazing.
yeah, Shiva brought Reiki to
Yeah.
Earth. I
Very
mean,
big in India. Like you've had a lot of Babas that would do Reiki before it even anybody knew about it. Like you had Sai Baba
yes,
doing
yeah,
the same things, laying of
yeah.
hands.
Because it did not originate in
Mm-hmm.
Japan. It
Yeah.
originated there. Yeah, yeah. It came from India and on and on. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. That's fantastic. Oh, I know. Once you start this path, all kinds of things open up, and it's really cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Harris, you got anything to share? You just sitting there supporting?
Yeah. Well, I will share my favorite. I really tourmaline. Like that is my go-to anxiety buster. If I feel like I'm panicky, Chris will be like, here, take this.
Yeah, tourmaline. I have it. I have it in places.
You also throw in the trans issue.
Yeah. What is this?
Trans.
I think like
Excuse me.
takes
Who is this?
genius to understand that we are like
Hold on a second. Let me see.
functioning the way we feel.
Here we go.
They might be in 2 Zoom meetings.
Interesting. Okay, somebody's got something else going on, but I didn't realize that their microphone's picking up this sound. But anyway, okay. So you like tourmaline? I like that too. I find that smoky quartz helps to kind of absorb overthinking and anxiety as well. Smoky
Mm-hmm.
quartz. Mm-hmm. I don't generally use that much crystals, even though they're everywhere. But I guess I've just created like a environment
Mm-hmm.
with them. And from time to time, I will take them into an actual session and place them on or around the person. If the feeling is like if I'm being called to do so,
Mm-hmm.
feel the need. I'm like, come here, help me with this. Yes. And you know, how many of you already feel the energy of the person before even the session starts? I mean, you already know, you kind of like, I already gather all my tools. I'm like, I know what I'm gonna need. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You already feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. When you see it, you feel it. I love it. Mm-hmm.
What about your guys' favorite spiritual book that you would recommend?
I have so many.
Top
I have
top
a
one.
list and lists and lists of things depending on the topic. In regards to what?
I guess the one that's most benefited you
Oh,
for whatever
personally, or again in Reiki practice, because personally is very different. Yeah, because I
both.
do a multitude of things. So,
Well, both.
It depends. All right, of course, when you've been put on the spot. Anybody else answer while I think? I love my teal swan to a limit, but I like her a lot for her completion process.
Mm-hmm.
Learning completion process was really, really healing for me. And when I take somebody else through it, it's also phenomenal. And it's deeper than the regular inner child work.
Mm-hmm.
It sets something free inside of you so much that a puzzle piece does come back, and therefore you feel complete at the end of just one session. It's really cool.
So is it a book?
Yeah, and she has a course as well, completion process. But
I watch her YouTube all the time.
Yeah, I've watched her documentary, after which I was like, oh, I don't know. But reading her books is very different. I also read her book on self-love, very cool, very helpful as well. I don't remember exact wording, but there's so many spiritual books that I absolutely adore, depending on whatever it is I'm working with. If it's insecurities, then The Gifts of Imperfection was fantastic. It's so easy to understand and then broke everything down. If I'm working with death, then there's a fantastic book. I think it's called like No More Fear or something. I have it. Where a nurse that works in hospice breaks it down, and I believe she also has like a TikTok or whatever social media channel, and she talks about it, and so it debunks a lot of stuff, and it helps people to accept the end of life as well. So it depends. Reiki, many different things. What is this? Nature calling for the dogs? What is it? What is it? Hold on. Nature calling for the
Paris
dogs.
has to take the dogs out.
Oh, I'm like, what? Okay.
Oh,
Babies.
yep, duty calls.
Yes, you got to take care of that.
I think the one that is similar to a Reiki modality, but not Reiki, is Brett Bevel's the Wizard's Guide to Energy Healing.
Yes.
The Magical Awakening.
Okay.
That deals with like Merlin and Excalibur. You could kind of classify it as Reiki, but it's not. That one's really good and interesting and fun to do. And then I think for the best one for to like make me think and try to wrap my life around is Autobiography of Yogi.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
By Yogananda.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that. If like one thing that I just remembered is Celestine Prophecy. Celestine Prophecy was a really it's a movie and it's a book. I started reading the book and then I learned there is a movie. I like that for people who are just starting to learn the world of energy. I feel like that's a nice one because they talk about like they're like talking about it like not understanding what is it, what are you feeling, kind of like without saying energy or whatever, like in simple terms. Celestine Prophecy, I like it. Yeah.
For crystals, I really like a book called Love is in the Earth.
Oh, okay.
That's a really great book.
Carolyn Miss, yes, I love Carolyn, absolutely. Again, it depends on what the topic is.
Yes,
if you want psychic world, where do we begin? You know what I mean?
I know there's so many.
Yeah,
Many.
it's never ending. There's so many, but Carolyn Miss, definitely. I have her cards even like read when I do card reading. Yeah, there's so many, and I have a list, and of course, I can't think of any right now. But in the group we also have the sections, the guides, and there's also book suggestions there too.
Yeah,
like the people, because we have all the guides, and I've heard a couple of people say that they're glitching or something. I don't know if they're still glitching, but there's been a lot of glitching in the group, and I'm like, how do I welcome people now? There's no welcoming. Every other time there's no welcoming post, and I'm like, where did it go? I'm like, I guess welcome everybody. But in the guides, I have so many, and in the featured section, we have so many books, music, businesses, events, all kinds of things in there that people can go to, and like it's a library, if it's working, if it's not glitching. Like even when back in the day, people were sharing pictures of their space, how they decorated it.
Oh yeah,
we're opening. It's cute. It's wonderful. Meditation practices, all kinds of things.
Great to know that's there.
Yeah, it's always been there. It's sort of like because people started asking the same questions, and I'm like, let me organize it so that we don't have to answer the same questions all the time. So there's a lot of information in there.
Thank you so much for doing all that, Anastasia.
I mean, it's not a big deal. It's just because I'm
a gift that you are giving to everybody. Seriously.
Listen, it's my pleasure because it's also working for me. It's not one way. So by helping you, you're helping me as well. And so it's always a pleasure. Books, music, whatever people need. But yeah. Thanks so much for coming in today. I had a great time. I'm kind of enjoying it. I would like to do this again. So that we can have, oh, excellent. Thank you for joining in. I wish I could hear you. Maybe next time. But we'll see how it goes between all the packing and moving. But I'll see you guys. I hope I'll see you guys on our next Reiki Share, April 24th. I think that one is. And
yeah, I got to put it in my calendar, I think.
Yeah, we'll be, Chris and I are always announcing.
Always there.
Excellent. Any other burning questions? Doorknob? Like, when you're at the doorknob, all of a sudden you want to share your life story. No more questions? You can type it up if you need to, if you can't speak it up. Or if not, then I would like to say just thank you so much for joining today. I had a great time.
And thank you. And we'll send you Reiki for a Reiki-filled move. And
oh, thank you. I think it's going relatively smoothly. I'm just, I'm being a human at this point, just riding the wave of emotions. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. I think it will be I know it will be a better situation because it's in the mountains, forest in the middle of nature.
Catskills, right?
It does, right? No brainer. It's just I have to secure a little thing called job. But we'll go from there. I think everything will happen as it should. But
it will.
Yeah.
Always does.
Yeah.
It actually does. Everything works out. Thank you so much. You guys I hope you can share photos once you move. Best wishes. Oh, yes, absolutely. I'll also be organizing retreats. Yeah, I have not. This last year was not a very retreat rich, but at the end of this year probably will be one, and next year will be filled with them.
Nice.
All types, and eventually, generally it's women only, but we're working on co-ed as well.
Okay.
Yes. Sorry, Chris.
Dang it.
There will be one. Actually, Reiki retreats are co-ed. So yeah, that definitely. But thank you so much. It was amazing to see you, everyone. Thank you so much for coming in. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Yep.
And
have a good weekend.
And every day. Thank you.
Yep.
A good night or day or whatever it is where you are. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.